Bonjour mes amis! Today we're giving a British classic, Scotch Eggs, a delicious carnivore makeover. It might look complicated to make, but trust me, it's super simple if you follow my recipe step by step. And if you're curious about why they're called Scotch Eggs, as I was, stick around until the end and you might be surprised by the story behind the name. For this recipe, I'll be making 2 tasty Scotch eggs, which is the perfect meal size for me, but obviously you can make more. Here is everything you'll need to get started. 2 medium eggs, about 65 grams each or 2.3 ounces at room temperature. It is super important to have your eggs at room temperature. And here is why. First, it helps prevent them from cracking when they go into the hot water, since the temperature change won't be so drastic. Room temperature eggs also cook more evenly, so you get perfect results every time. Plus, your cooking time will be more accurate, especially when you're aiming for a soft-boiled egg like we do today. And as a bonus, they're much easier to peel, making them just right for this recipe, where the look is as important as the taste. So don't forget to take your eggs out of the fridge at least 30 minutes before cooking. This little step will make the whole recipe go so much smoother and give you much better results. 200 grams of mincemeat, which is about 7 ounces. I prefer beef, but you can go with lamb, pork, or even a mix. Salt and pepper to taste if you're strictly carnivore, but if you're leaning toward keto diet, feel free to add some of your favorite herbs and spices. Let's start by cooking the eggs. Many people make Scotch eggs with hard-boiled eggs, but I personally love them soft-boiled. There is just something so satisfying about that runny yolk. Let's bring a small pan of water to a gentle boil. You want small bubbles here, not a roaring boil. Using a spoon, carefully allow each egg into the water to avoid any cracking. Set a timer for 6 minutes. This timing is key for perfectly soft cooked eggs. Once timer is up, drain the hot water and immediately cool the eggs by adding cold water to the pan. This stops the cooking process and helps you achieve that ideal soft yolk. Now comes the peeling. Here is a quick tip for a smooth peel. Gently tap the bottom of the egg to break the shell where the air bubble is, then lightly crack the shell around. If the shell sticks, dip the egg back into cold water and try again. You'll find it comes off more easily. Repeat the process for the second egg. Once peeled, set the eggs aside. Let's move on to the meat, where the magic happens. If you want to add salt, pepper, herbs, spices, here is the time to add them to the meat and mix them nicely. On this one, I'm adding some salt and pepper. And on the other one, I'm adding rosemary, because rosemary is one of my favorite herbs and it's really good for focus and memory. So you can decide to have all of them with the same herbs and spices or do them independently. If you haven't done so, divide your mincemeat into 2 equal portions of 100 grams each, that's 2.5 ounces. Form each portion into a bowl, making sure the meat is holding together well. Flatten each bowl into a circle on a wooden board. You want a nice, even round shape that's large enough to wrap around the egg. Here is where the things start to come together. Gently place a peeled egg in the center of your meat circle. Carefully lift the edges of the meat, wrapping it around the egg until it's fully covered. Press the seams together to ensure the meat is secure. This will help prevent it from shrinking or splitting during cooking. Repeat the process with the second egg. Let's get these Scotch eggs crispy and delicious. Preheat your air fryer to 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit. Place your meat wrapped eggs into the air fryer as such, or use a parchment paper if you prefer, and cook them for 10 minutes. If you're using bigger eggs or more meat, you may need to adjust the time slightly. Once the timer goes off, take them out, and there you have it. Perfect carnivore-style Scotch eggs. Be sure to enjoy them right away while they're fresh and warm. That's when they taste the best. A Scotch egg might be simple at first glance. A boiled egg wrapped in savory sausage meat, coated in crispy breadcrumbs, and baked or fried to golden perfection. But behind this humble snack lies a fascinating story. It is believed that Scotch eggs originated in England in the 18th century with a legendary London store, Fortnum and Mason, claiming to have invented them in 1738 as a handy snack for travelers. First versions likely featured a soft or hard-boiled egg wrapped in mincemeat, making them perfect for eating on the go. But there is more to the story. Some think Scotch eggs were inspired by Nargizi kofta, well, I hope it's pronounced this way, a spiced Indian dish of ground meats wrapped around egg. Considering Britain's colonial ties to India, it's possible this delicious snack made its way into British kitchens and have evolved from there. Another theory traces Scotch eggs to northern England, where they became a hearty, portable meal for workers. And despite the name, Scotch eggs have no direct link to Scotland. The name Scotch might actually come from the word scotched, meaning prepared or processed, rather than reference to Scotland. Fast forward to today, Scotched eggs are a beloved British staple, served at picnics, pubs, and even in gourmet variations, with endless possibilities for meat, seasoning, and cooking methods. That's it for today, my friend. If you've enjoyed this recipe and want to give it a try, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more tasty carnivore dishes. You may be interested in this recipe or that one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!